My fellow eCanadians, the drive back home to my constituents in British Columbia was a time of great reflection. It was a time to reflect on the past weeks and more specifically the last few days. I made stops in Ontario, Alberta, Quebec, and I'm now back home in British Columbia. During those stops, I had a chance to shake hands and speak to the citizens of each province about the grassroots issues of the day. I had a chance to see what the politics of this country today have done, and it was an opportunity to see how the change Cham and I speak of will impact those who call this great nation home. During the ride back to BC, I got some needed sleep, but it was during my moments of slumber that I had a dream. In my dream, I saw a nation of citizens who were no longer divided by partisan issues. I saw an economy that was strong, healthy, and growing. I saw a CAF that worked hand in hand with private militias, no longer divided by the bitter comments of the last month. I saw new citizens who not only came to our shores, but they grew and they prospered. I saw businesses open with opportunities for employment that not only gave our citizens a job, it gave them hope and it gave them pride. In this dream, I saw a leader. I saw a man whose ideology spoke to inclusion and strength of character. I saw a man who believed strongly in the politics of unity and growth. Most importantly, I saw a leader who refused to give up on his beliefs and alter his approach even when the odds were stacked against him. In my dream, that leader was Cham. It has been said numerous times that neither Cham nor I had any chance of winning this election. We were told that J.B. Devinis and his team of the CPF, DAL, and CNC were a force that could not be stopped. It is true that J.B. has a majority of the top 5 and non-top 5 parties. It is true that he has, on paper, an overwhelming majority. It would have been perfectly acceptable for Cham to bow out and concede, saving himself for another day. It would have been accepted by the people of this great nation, and he would have felt no ill effect. It would have been acceptable to everyone but him. Cham is the sort of leader who sees when the odds are stacked against him and simply raises his game. He fights for what he believes is right and does not back down when he knows the time is right. My fellow eCanadians, today, that is what we ask you to do. We ask you to raise your game. We ask you to ignore the simple laws of large numbers and look past the notion that this election is over before it began. We ask you to consider that your vote is both precious and important. Lastly, we ask that you vote for a leader who, despite the odds, continues to stand up for what he believes in with a strength of character that is all too rare today. A vote for Cham is a vote for a man who won't quit, who fights for what he believes, and who will lead this country to a better place than the one in which he inherited it. I ask you today to look at the platforms, examine the speeches, and listen to the podcasts. Make an informed decision and don't allow yourself to simply follow the crowd. Vote with your conscience and with your heart. Most importantly, vote Cham for Prime Minister and let the dawn of a new era in eCanadian politics begin. Thank you.